chose to bail out 3 of our banks. It was a bailout. You can pretty it up any way you want to. And you can put perfume on a pig, but it still smells like a pig. This was a bailout.
Hey guys, DJ Wonder Chrissy, happy St. Patty's Day to ya. Hope you had a good one. Oh, it's been a wild week. Although, you know, from where I sat Saturday afternoon until today, the week didn't turn out as bad as I thought it was going to be. But don't let your guard down. That's the message for today. Do not let your guard down. We're going to talk about that soon. But anyway, let's cover what happened today on the markets. Silver was up 1%. It's at $22.75. Gold getting ready to bust through 2,000. It was up 3.6% today at $19.94. What else? The Dow was down 384, and the NASDAQ was down 86. I guess the good thing is we didn't have any other banks implode in the last couple of days. First Republic, let's talk about that. They've been kind of saved a little bit. 11 different banks have pitched together to come up with $30 billion, that's with a B, to deposit into First Republic, which is out of California, and got caught up in the crypto craze, it seems. So, you know, these banks deposited $30 billion to keep the liquidity of First Republic going, and it looks like it's working for now. But keep in mind, this is not something that just happens overnight. Although SVB went down in 2 days pretty quickly because of it's the customer withdrawals that kills them. It's basically the banks don't have the cash on hand to meet the withdrawals, and you know, the larger the bank, depending on what's going on, SVB was a kind of a special circumstance, but a lot of people wanted their money quick and brought them down. So let's talk about the FDIC, which is also known as the FDIC. Yeah, the FDIC. A lot of people realize that your money, when you put it in a bank, is insured up to $250,000. Used to be $100,000, but the financial crisis of 2008 caused it to be raised to $250,000. But a lot of people don't realize that what its purpose really is. Its purpose is really to keep us protected from singular or one-off bank failures. Its purpose is not to help us with contagion. And the problem is a lot of these banks are interconnected and have relationships and are funding each other, and you don't really realize how connected these banks are until one goes down. And just to explain how unprotective that protection is, the FDIC fund contains enough money to cover 1.2 cents of every dollar that's invested in the United States. So if all banks went under, only 1.2% of all that money would be able to be covered. So it's not 100% depending on how many banks go down. So in the size of those banks. So keep that in mind as you take action and try to do things to protect yourself, because, you know, someone always told me that gold is the currency of kings and debt is the currency of slaves. So I firmly believe in this type of stuff here, guys. Get yourself some gold and silver. If you got any of this left, get it out of the system. Inflation is raging, guys. It's still at 6%. It's sticky. The the Fed's going to be determining what they're going to do on rates Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. There's mixed reactions. Some say they may not raise rates at all. Others say probably 0.25%. Either way, if they raise the rates, it's going to make things worse on the banks. Like I said, the issue with the banks right now is liquidity, and some of these banks did not plan very well for massive liquidity or large runs of liquidity, and that's what's causing the problem. Some of these too are getting caught because of FTX, which was publicized to show you it doesn't happen overnight. The exposure of these banks to FTX happened like in October, November of last year, and there's people that have been calling for it, but it just happened in first quarter here of this year when push came to shove, and all the moons aligned, and they had to do this or that, and the money just wasn't there, or they ran out of options. So be careful. Be careful. I mean, as garbage as this stuff is these days, it's something, I guess. You can go to the store and get yourself a couple dozen eggs, and that's about it. But anyway, so that's my update for today. Hope you're having a blessed weekend. Hope you had a good St. Patrick's Day. Hope you had some Guinness. Hope you had some green beer. Hope you had some corned beef, and hope that you are prepared and protected. And, if you're not, start doing it, guys. As I told in one of the last videos, last weekend I was at the ATM. There was nobody there, but there was a crap load of cars across the street at the Starbucks in the drive-thru waiting for their $5, $10 lattes. Seemed a little bit weird to me. Seemed a little bit out of the ordinary, and it should have been the other way around. But hey, not everybody has their eyes open. I hope you do. I know if you're watching here, you do. So share with your friends, like, share, subscribe, put your thoughts below. We'd love to hear from our clients and viewers. And you know what? Stay safe and keep stacking, folks. Keep stacking.